Mercedes AMG 63 collection has been sensational for the brand. It has been sensational for good reason as well. It is quite expensive though. Mercedes have put in place the AMG 43 range across both the SUVs, the coupes, the convertibles. To be honest, I've never done a content piece on one. Today we have the GLE Coupe AMG 43. Is it good? We're going to find out. Firstly, it just looks sensational still. It's got all the AMG kit, not just AMG kit, it's got all the real AMG work on it. Look at the wheels, 22-inch twin 5-spokes. Have a quick peek around the back before we jump in. The quad pipes, this is something I'm really interested in, and I've already driven it today. I'm going to give you my opinion shortly. But the GLE 43, what is it like compared to the 63? Looks sensational. What's it like under the hood? We're going to go and have a little find out. One thing instantly I've noticed, it's got the side skirts. I don't think that's available on the 63. I quite like it. Interior is just sensational. We've gone with the wood grain here. We've gone with the wood grain. We've got the Napa leather. Let's just turn this baby on. Gone with the Napa leather on the inside of the seat, with the regular leather on the higher wearing spots. I love this thing. The wood grain interior is just lovely. All Mercedes, all class. You just feel fantastic. I really like it. Black on black for me with this little red stitching. I always like a little touch of red. Makes me feel good, good for the tan. Let us get into Mercedes mode and flick this into drive. And Toby, we will see you soon, because I'm going to go straight into something Mercedes like to call sport. So I've really been looking forward to getting behind the wheel of this thing. I know it's going to be a good car. It's a Mercedes AMG, but just how good? And what does it mean? What position is this car in the market? Let's have a look. The GLE 63, both wagon and coupe, they're both early 200s, and they're sensational. The sound of them, the visceral force and just boisterous nature are really, they're sensational. They really are a sensational car. It does have competitors, things like the BMW X5M, sensational car. There's some in the Range Rover range. What do you do if you want that boisterous engine, if you want that exhaust, if you want this trim, if you want it to look like the 63 AMG, but you don't quite have early 200s to spend? Mercedes have done such a smart maneuver here. They've outmaneuvered the market by bringing in the 43 range. This is going to be early to mid 100s, which 140s somewhere as a new car. Now that's 60 grand plus off the 63 version. And there is enough car beneath this bonnet for anybody to drive. The best thing is that AMG have put their beautiful exhaust on the back of this, so I can burp and grunt and grizzle and snap and crackle out of the back of this car. It is such a good move. Of course the car's not quite as fast or rapid, or it doesn't have as much torque vectoring and all these different things as the range topping 63. But there is enough car here for anyone, and they've got that exhaust note. I think it's a mid-late 5s, 0 to 100 sprint time on this. We've got 390 horsepower, 280 odd kilowatts. We're in the coupe today, which means it's just like a big bear. It's just on all four paws. It's not quite as rolly as the wagon. It is noticeable that it is a better handling car. Would I personally buy the car over a wagon? Probably not, because my dog likes to stand up in the back, and the BMW X6 and the coupe in the GLE both have the very slanted back. Max would not be happy with me, but nevertheless, when you see them on the road, they look great. And when I see people driving these GLE 43s on the road, especially now I've driven one for the day, I just think they're smart. These people have obviously got taste, they're great cars, but they're just smart. This is great value for money. What a great move by Mercedes putting this in. Really, really impressed. Instantly, really impressed. I don't know what the competitors are. In fact, I found I was given a stat today that the 43 range, out of all the AMGs sold in Australia, there's the 45s, which are in the smaller A-class versions. There are the 43s, and then there's the range-topping 63s. Out of all AMGs sold, the 43 variant in the various models makes up almost 50% of sales over the last 12 months. That just tells you right away where the market is. And yes, Mercedes might be cannibalizing some of their own 63 market or their own 45 market, but in terms of overall sales, they've gone through the roof. It's such great marketing, and I reckon that someone would have had their it was a big punt for Mercedes because they are taking away from the 63. But this is a mass market. This is great. This is great. We're just going to turn down onto the freeway here and just hear these pipes open up. Panorama roof, one-piece panorama roof. This is the option I would choose. I'd prefer to have the larger roof than an opening roof. In terms of the back, we had a good friend Elliot in the back, our Mercedes specialist over here in Melbourne, and he is gigantic. He's 6 foot and plenty, and he was sat in the back quite comfortably. Toby pushed him in the back, called rank and threw him in the back, and he was in the back quite comfortably. We've had 4 people in this car today, 2 genuine 6-footers in the back, and there was plenty of headspace. The boot is massive. It's not as big as the wagon, obviously, but what do you want? The extra boot space, or do you want the sleek aerodynamic look? That's for opinion. I'm not sure. My dog will tell me otherwise, but this looks sensational. Technology in the car is as per the rest of the range-topping AMG line in Mercedes. We've got all the lane change assist, all the safety warnings. The laser cruise, radar cruise is terrific. Mercedes have had their standalone system for many years now, and it gets better and better with every iteration. There's a touchpad here that I don't know if I was Mr. Mercedes going back, whether I would have designed that. I personally can't get to grips with it very well, but that's a user issue. It tells me it comes with Apple CarPlay. It doesn't have Android, whatever the Android Play is, because I'm an Android man at the moment, you know. Everything else is here. This sensational. I'm so very glad I got the opportunity to drive this. There's enough horses under the bonnet. There's enough sound coming out of the back. The thing looks magnificent. I love the black with the blacked out windows as well. It's like a beefed up Batmobile. I'm so very glad I got the opportunity and to really form a personal opinion on this thing. The 43 range is great. The 43 range is just such a good move. And when I see one on the road, I understand why. Good buying drivers of 43s. Very good. If you want to get into one, let us know. We have access to cars on the market, off the market. We're supported by the best in the business at Mercedes, and we can make dreams come true. Luke for the Matias Group, thank you once again for watching. It has been another extremely fun content piece today as I drop off this beautiful GLE 43 Mercedes. Thank you.